What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. Don't mind this mess next to me. That's stuff that I got for Christmas. I haven't really had a chance to really go through and sort through it because I've been busy with work. I know what all's in it. Obviously, it's presents that I already opened. I just need to go through and, go through them, organize them, and set them somewhere. Was going to try and do that, but like I said, I've been busy with work, so yeah. But anyways, speaking of Christmas, I hope everybody that watched this had a fantastic Christmas to remember. Mine definitely went pretty good. I definitely say that it went a heck of a lot better than Christmas last year. I don't really want to get into that. Lots of stress. And of course, usually Christmas is stressful, but it also makes for great times, great memories, which I can't complain about, see family and all that. My Thanksgiving definitely went pretty good too. I'm working on a vlog for my channel. It's going to be my December vlog, but it's also going to include pretty much Christmas videos and also New Year's celebration. I'm not too sure exactly what all I'm doing for New Year, so yeah. Obviously, I do have some plans for the New Year, but as far as what I'm doing for the New Year celebration, I'm not too sure yet, but I don't know. We'll figure that out tomorrow night. I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, but after that, we're going to be doing something. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing yet. I don't know, but yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night, and I'm looking forward to what 2025 is going to bring. I'm hoping and praying that it goes well. I do hope and pray that things go as planned. Obviously, I understand there's probably going to be quite a few things that won't go as planned, and that's okay. You can't always expect everything to go as planned, but you never know what could happen. Maybe there's some good things that will happen unexpectedly. Who knows? I'm hoping and praying this year ends up being a great year. I'll say that right now. But other than that, I will say this year definitely wasn't a bad year. There were some things, unfortunately, that were unfortunate that happened. Anyways, excuse me, that kind of ruined it for me. Like, unfortunately, I ended up losing one of my dogs this past summer, which has been a bit tough. And then one of my great uncles, step great uncles, anyways, ended up passing away back in late January as well. So, but other than those few things, I mean, there's a few other things that were unfortunate that happened, but not anywhere near as bad as those things right there. But, it's life. You deal with it. That's just what happens. I definitely will say that I do feel like that I did do quite a bit for this channel this year. The first, I'd say 4.5, maybe 5 months or so, I didn't really do anything special for this channel because I didn't have that good of a camera. It was around Mother's Day that I got this camera that I'm recording with right now, and it's been taking a lot of videos, and I could put together super long videos with this camera, which is why I've been doing super long videos for my channel. And like I said, I think after New Year I'm gonna upload the December vlog. I'm hoping that the tablet will that I'm recording with will be able to squeeze in the video that I'm putting together. If not, then I'll just probably do like a part 1, part 2. But here's hoping I won't have to do that. But if I have to, then not the end of the world. But there's quite a bit of videos that I took this month that are going to be included on that video. So, yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, 2024 was definitely a great year, I would say. There were things, despite some of the bad things that did happen, there was also way more good that happened that I am super thankful for, you know. So I can't complain, you know. Made some great memories this year, even made a lot of good videos too, so, you know, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I apologize about that, folks, but, yeah, you know, like I said, I don't know what all I'm gonna do for 2025 yet. I know sometime in February we're gonna be going on a northern Michigan trip, you know, for maybe snowmobiling, which I'm gonna try and get videos of that. I don't know how often I'll be able to travel this year because, you know, unfortunately my truck has been giving me some issues, and you know, my 2014 Ford F-150, you know, that's what I drive. That's been giving me some issues. A few months ago, I had to replace a vacuum pump on it because it was causing my brakes to act weird. So, yeah. And then my truck's been stalling a few times. You know, feel free to make your Ford jokes if you want to. Well, not really stalling, but going into limp mode and this and that, and I'm not too sure what the heck is going on, you know. Definitely got to get that figured out, but I'm sure I'll figure out what the issue is with that. Then I got to get a wheel bearing replaced on it too, but not only that, but I'm also still making payments on the truck, so, you know, I got to make sure I'm keeping up with that, or else I'll get my truck towed away. So, yeah. So I don't know how many trips I'll be able to go on. There's a few that I plan on doing. Sometime this summer, what I want to do is do like a up the lake trip or whatever. You know, basically ride along Lake Michigan for quite a ways, and you know, take some pictures and videos of some areas. I kind of did that this past summer, and I unfortunately kind of failed at it a little bit because I wasn't able to get to all the places I wanted to get to. I mean, there was a few places that I was able to get to, like Holland State Park, parts of Silver Lake Sand Dunes, and Ludington. There's quite a few other areas I'd like to try and visit along the lake shore. One of these days I'd like to try and go to the other side of the lake, like into Wisconsin, and you know, take some pictures and videos of some of the towns on that side. You know, unfortunately, that's going to be a lot more money, and not to sound hateful, but I don't really like going through Chicago. I love seeing Chicago. I definitely think downtown Chicago is beautiful, especially at nighttime, but I absolutely hate going through Chicago in a car. You know, hate it with a passion. You know, traffic is always bad going through Chicago, and you know, there's a lot of, when you're not stuck in traffic, you always got to worry about people and how everybody else is driving, and you know, you get a lot of people that just kind of swerve all over the place, you know. I had to go through Chicago a few times in the past few years, and you know, let me tell you, I was, you know, despite going through there at some good times, I mean, traffic was still horrible, you know. And I definitely do not like being stuck in traffic. You know, I have a road rage attitude like you wouldn't believe. That's for sure. But, yeah, anyways, like I said, I'd like to try and do a Lake Michigan trip sometime this summer. You know, maybe go from, like, South Haven to, I want to go as far up as Traverse City, but I know that's probably not going to happen. You know, as much as I would love for it to happen. But there's a few places I already saw, you know, like Howland, Silver Lake, Ludington. There's quite a few other places I'd like to look at, you know, like Grand Haven, Muskegon. I always forget what all is between Ludington and Traverse City, but well, besides Manistee, but there's some beautiful towns up between Ludington and Traverse City, like, you know, Manistee, Frankfort. I can't think tonight. I'm sorry, folks. It's been a long day, so, you know, if I sound like I'm talking slow or speaking gibberish, then I do apologize about that. But other than that, that's one of my big plans. Will it happen? It's a 50-50, you know. But if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, you know, oh well, there's always the next year or the year after. Who knows? But anyways, I'm sorry. I keep talking about my plans for my YouTube. So other than obviously YouTube stuff, you know, there's a lot of things outside of YouTube that I want to try and do. You know, like try and be with family more. You know, especially family that I don't see often. You know, I got a brother that's down in Phoenix, Arizona. He's been trying to move back up to Michigan for past few years, and I'm hoping and praying that he can come back to Michigan, you know, move back up here, and, you know, he wants to try and get transferred over to a job up around Grand Rapids, so, you know, other than that, I don't really know what all else I plan on doing for this year, but I'm hoping and praying this year, you know, 2025 ends up being a great year. You know, kind of like my 2024, hopefully a little better, you know, hopefully I don't lose any loved ones, you know. I do have some family members that I'm kind of concerned about, you know, that have been kind of having some issues lately, and I'm hoping and praying that that's not it for them, you know. But I guess we'll find out. You know, I'm hoping and praying for the best. You know, I don't want to say I'm planning for the worst and expecting it, but if it has to come to that point, then so be it. But I feel like I'm making this video depressing now, man. I'm sorry. I'm bad at making videos like this. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry, I'm kind of playing a game right now. You know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition. You know, not the original one, unfortunately, but the definitive edition isn't bad in my opinion. Oh, another thing too. Obviously, you know, look at me. Yeah, you know, I look like I put on some weight. You know, obviously, I do plan on going to the gym too. You know, that's one of my main goals as well outside of YouTube. I did try and do that at the beginning of this year, but then things at work kind of screwed with my schedule, and you know, there were days where we worked like late at night. There was one work day where, you know, we were working on this house and we had to get it done we had to get the roof part done before rainy weather rolled in, and we only had like 4 or 5 days to get it done. So we had to tore pretty much entire top part of a house off and kind of build it back. And we worked a bunch of long days. The last day we did it, I swear we got to work probably about 9:30 and didn't get off work until almost 3 in the morning. And I'm talking 9:30 a.m. till almost 3 a.m. the next day. That's how bad it was. But yeah, that week kind of screwed up my schedule, and unfortunately I kind of let myself down since then. Kind of going back to drinking pop and all that. And I know drinking lots of pop is bad for you, and I'm trying to stick to like zero sugar pop, but I know even then that's not good for you either, especially if you drink that all the time. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and get in better shape. Hopefully, go to the gym more, or maybe go on a trail that's not too far from where I live. Walk a few miles on that trail every chance I can. Either that, or there's this park about 25 minutes from where I live. It's called El Sabo Nature Preserve, and just outside of Kalamazoo and Portage. There's a bunch of hiking trails there. I'm definitely gonna try and go there. Maybe put together some videos and pictures of me visiting that place, and just do some speed walking, maybe do a little bit of jogging, So, yeah. Anyways, sorry this video turned out to be a long video. My sincere apologies to that, but anyways, I hope you guys all have a great New Year to remember, New Year's celebration, whatever, And like I said in the beginning of the video, I hope you guys also had a fantastic Christmas to remember as well. Whatever happens will happen. Like I said, I do plan on keeping the videos going. As far as the monthly vlogs, I think the monthly vlogs are going to kind of slow down. Of course, I say that now and then they end up not slowing down. I said the same thing about October and November, and that ended up not being the case. I kept them going. I think the October vlog was probably the longest vlog that I've done for this channel. I got a feeling the December vlog is probably going to be about the same, or maybe a little longer. I don't know. But, yeah. I don't want to keep boring you guys out with my talking, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys all have a fantastic New Year to remember. Hopefully everybody remains safe. I hope and pray that everybody who watches this does good in life. To anybody out there who is concerned about how their 2025 is going to go, I hope and pray that you guys have a good year. I hate to hear about how people are worried about how their year is going to go. I wholeheartedly don't like hearing that, and I hope things turn out pretty good for you guys. So, yeah. And also, before I put my video to an end, a few more things. I'm sorry. So, recently I kicked off another channel. I haven't really uploaded anything to that channel yet. It's been up for about a few months. I couldn't think of a better name for this channel. I called it Opinionated Rural Michigander, because I'm a guy from the country in Michigan, so, and I like to speak my opinions on quite a few things, so, I figured I'd do a channel about that. I don't know how often I'll upload to that channel. Hopefully sometime in the next week or so, I'll start uploading to that channel. You know, maybe talk about a few different things, and then also my little sister has a channel too that she started earlier this year. So if you'd like to, go check out her channel. She doesn't really upload much to that channel other than YouTube shorts, you know, dance videos. I've been trying to get her to kind of do some vlogs like I'm doing, but she doesn't have the same type of recording stuff that I do. So, you know, the videos that aren't shorts videos, those are just short vlogs. So, yeah. But I'm done talking now. You guys all have a fantastic new year to remember. God bless you all. Peace out.